Have you ever been a part of like a social organization or like a group chat or a group think or something of that nature? I never really been into like things of that nature like that. It's a couple of clubs I don't get. Well, I ain't gonna say a club. There's one mastery skill that I have that I decided not to speak about. I don't want to speak about that. But I've never been one who was a part of like a group think or we all gonna get together and we gonna measure ourselves to see how fat we are today and see how fat we are tomorrow after we eat off the public. I never been a part of that. I never been a part of a club that within itself is not strong within itself, have to go outside of the group in order to gain strength for the group because the group is too weak to be able to do these things within the group on themselves, by themselves, within the group, think that they supposed to have. Like they're supposed to be a group together to be one. But they have to go outside the group to get what they need. That's not a group. Those are a whole bunch of energetic vampires who needy. First card out, guilty as charged. These people have no twin flame connection. The twin flame connection has been cleansed from them, which means they'll never ever seek within themselves to love themselves the way they should, because the connection that they had inside of them is gone. It went away a long time ago when they learned to think as one together and then think of a plan or a scheme or come up with some type of way to dupe the public, the people that surround them, that they say that they stronger than. We have inner soul cleansing. They need to do some inner soul cleansing so they can find themselves again and find their invaginal. That's not the word. That is the word. Invaginal supremacy technique is the word that I'm looking to speak, because that is the word that they use when they go inside themselves and take into another that they are resisting. So they're resisting this person, but they use their vaginal their vaginal techniques in order to bring this person into themselves and say, I got you. Even though you're not a part of that person, even though you don't deal with that person. So what we call that is sweet sex. That's what they call it, sweet sex. Sweet sex is sex that you have with somebody that you're not with, or where they say that they have eaten that person up. I ate that person up. I ate that person up intravenously, taking them into myself, and now I have all this strength and that power, and I could do what they do. But if you could do what they do, you could do what they did before you did that, right? These people have no trust in their inner soul, and they need some deep cleansing. They need to cleanse that intravaginal intensity that they have for another individual that they want to say is a magical connection, which is not a magical connection at all. They're not magically connected. They just say that they have telepathic communication with this individual through their vaginal disease. Intravenous kind. That's how they get their telepathic connection from themselves and say it's somebody else's. They have a lingering energy. That lingering energy is the energy of their own kind, their own species, what they are, which is the energy of ending, the energy of competition amongst themselves, within themselves. But they compete as one, and they use the competition's energy, which is outside of the circle, to compete in the circle that they in. So now, there is a way I like to speak, and that is this: intravaginal intense seeking. They seek intensity individuals and invaginalize them and say they were with them intravenously so that they can suck the blood from them and take into them that self, that individual, that person, into themselves and say, I won. But the win is not a true win because they seek the individual in which who they intravenously or vaginally intensify this intensification or intoxication with, so that they may seek another. They use this person that they have intervaginally disgusted as a scapegoat, and they're committed to using that individual as a scapegoat to say that they have conquered them, and now they own that individual because of their intense intoxication intravenously and intervaginally, even if the event didn't happen. Most of these events are imaginatory or spiritual, and they have a deep commitment, a drastic commitment to this, meaning they do this all the time within themselves, within their brains, within their minds, within their bodies, in their mind. By scapegoating this individual, they say that this individual is not theirs. The individual is not theirs. They know the individual is not theirs, but they use that person as a scapegoat to say that this person told me to do this. They came to me in some set form and said I should do this to them so that they can be on my side. If you do this, then that takes away the sin or the guilt from the party or individual who is in sin or in sync with their co-buddies, co-workers, to sell the individual who is intravenously connected for real. So I fought for my rights. I fought for my rights. I want you. So what that means is that this person takes into themselves another and say, I am the one that this person needs. I am the person that this person wants. They don't know it, but I want them and they want me not. That's the real. The real is they want the person, they want them not, and they seek individuals out to see if they want that person also. If they want that person or that gift or that shadowing also, they take into themselves another and say, this commitment I make to thee. They make a commitment to a whole nother person that don't have anything to do with the individual who they intravenously accept. Then they say, I am that person. By committing sin or sexual activity with another person, they take the person who don't want them into themselves and say, this person is the person I want, and this person is this person right here that I'm with right now. So taking on others' responsibility, that's what that means. Basically, they are taking on the responsibility of an individual who responsibilities them not. They say, this person gave me the responsibility, gave me the mind to do this, so I set forth myself out to do this act inside myself where nobody sees it, and I tell no one, but I tell myself that I am the individual whose rights it is to conquer this lady man. Now, they've been cautioned against this, and they think they keep it a secret, which is why I'm talking about it right now. They think they keep this a secret between the group, within the group. But everybody knows about it. Everybody knows that they're doing it. Everybody know they're doing it. Now, how they doing it, they may not know, but I think they may be finding out right about now. Right about now. Some of these people have readings done. And in the reading, they're told to read themselves. And instead of reading themselves, they read others. They read the appropriate person that is in front of them that they with, and tell themselves that they reading for, nope, reading, not for, reading the person that they don't have, that's not with them, that's in their imagination telling them to do this stuff, even though that person's not telling them to do this stuff. They need to submit to the divine love and love themselves so they can see that that person don't really want them. And they have to go through all these fashions and phases in their self, within their mind, which they think with their mind that this person really cares about them and really wants them, to the degree where they're poisoning themselves to think that someone is there that is not. So, earthly weaver, they weave these things on earth and then say that they are spiritual within themselves, and then tell themselves, I have to go get this on earth. If I go get this on earth, then I'll have it spiritually. But on earth, it isn't real. In the spirit, it is real in them only, not in another person. Not in the person who they want to be with. It's real in the individual that they contract to be in a relationship with on earth. But they use that individual contract to contract another, to try to tie them to that person, that's that individual that's not there. So they looking at their mates that they're with as another person altogether. And then they want to say it's a twin flame. This person that don't want me is my twin flame, and I'm sure of it. I'm positive, but because they convince themselves so much deep within that this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, and it's not. These people actually feel threatened. Right now they feel threatened because I'm bringing light to this situation. So most people will say, you know what? Because they think that they can reverse something and make it real. So a lot of people right now who are in this are saying, you know what? That must be her. It must be her that think that she in a relationship with somebody who she not in a relationship, when they know that is them. And they say this in front of their group, in front of their friends, to make their friends think that the person like me don't know what I'm talking about. When actuality is set to say that they are crazy. And I'm being told to stop there. I'll come back later with another.